We're live now.
Live. Hi, we're live.
And we're all here.
Right. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
There we go. Oh, and is it on? It is on.
It's on.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome everybody. Last time on welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, first off. Everybody's back. Last time, the team had just recovered from the fight with the undead. And the tieflings. Just had a nap, came downstairs, figured out what I don't know if this was before. I can't remember if it was before or after you slept. Either way, figured out
before we slept.
what Hamon had on him, which is potions.
No, that was after.
Secret. It really doesn't matter. You guys did some stuff. Figured out what was in the potions, and then figured out he had a bunch of daggers of venom. When you guys left, found that the whole city was devoid of citizens. Turns out that the night before, the undead did attack en masse, and the city was defended by the city guard, who, under your guidance, has been burning the bodies to prevent them from coming back again. Yeah, they're all pretty happy with you guys for doing that.
Ailey's enjoying herself a lot.
Yes.
With this.
Walking it through basically an empty town at this point, very little citizens on the street. We just saw Tesolo. He's doing all well. Business is okay for him, even though things have been happening. But he's also worried about the war, of course. That's bad for business. But does take some money off you guys for a commission. You guys then head out back over to Wayclaws. Get hushed up the stairs directly to him by the halfling receptionist, and yeah, have some conversations with him, particularly about what you guys have been up to and what may have been the cause of the undead coming in. He seems to think, well, his main worry is that that this may or may not sway the council towards war or not. You know, Jamie did threaten that to raise the undead against everybody else, but also it was kind of terrifying and everybody's kind of scared about it. Yeah.
Don't even know why.
But
Don't go to war against her. She'll raise your newly corpsed friend, and you'll have to fight them. You don't want that trauma. You can't pay those therapy bills. Just don't go to war.
yes, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's basically where we're at. We hadn't left because Jin and Thrakus were not entirely present. But
Yeah.
In spirit, but not in...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lights are on, but nobody was
Some
home for them.
stuff happened. It was fun.
Thrakus
Yeah.
was dissociating after her mother tried to fucking kill her.
Yeah, basically. So I will leave it open to you guys now to say what you will to Wayclaw. Yes. Who is first?
But we've already talked to him, so you two, like, you know.
Yep.
Ailey and Varys were quite vocal already, and now it's time for Jin and Thrakus to come out of their what's the word? Their disassociation of everything going on.
Snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Mm.
Ailey's now flying.
Jin is going to shuffle his feet and kind of clear his throat vaguely in Varys's direction. and look at his feet and kind of kick Varys's foot a little bit gently in a weirdly shy way that you're like, what?
John's not like that.
Whoop.
And then Varys immediately
And
yeets.
there's immediately disconnects from the call.
Okay.
In the
So
meantime,
Thoricus is gonna point out that that the undead aren't Jamie's.
Well,
don't-
yes, I know that. You're here.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not Jamie's flavor. Okay, there's a delicious spice to Jamie's magic. This is done by amateurs.
Well, I
Yes.
don't know about amateurs, but you know, it's not Jamie.
it's definitely Rillin doing it, but on behalf, I think. Like
Well, I
the
don't think
dragon.
it'd be null either. Looking at Jun. Like, what do you think, Jun? Do you think this is Null's work?
Absolutely not.
Exactly, it's amateur.
Yes. I'm intelligent enough to know that. Unfortunately, the council isn't exactly run by a lot of intelligent people. Hence why we're going to war at all.
Normal politics.
That's
One of the
worrying.
Screaming at my door.
Yeah, I mean that's politics, right? But
Oh,
I mean,
welcome back,
I'm quite
Varys.
concerned.
I will say that it is definitely a benefit that you are here and have survived this, and also told all the city guard about exactly how to get rid of them. It really shows that the mouthpiece of Jamie in this realm has helped us against them. Does prove some points there, but it's unfortunately there are still people out there who this will embolden them, even if they don't believe that Jamie did this act. They will put it together with what she threatened. So if this is what Jamie could do against us, some of them will think that that's reason enough to kill all the elves, to stop them from ever doing it, even if it wasn't strictly them.
What I find really concerning is. Sorry, Ailey, you go.
I'm just confused. You know, some people say that I'm dumb, but like, I really don't get these people. Look, I understand when the common people who are fed only little bits of information will make presumptions because they just are told what they're told. But these people, I don't get it. Did like,
Yes.
how did they expect to kill all the elves if the elves could do this to them, if that's what they think is happening? Can we just
Humans.
kill the council?
Oh, believe me, I have thought about this.
I mean, you must be thinking seriously about it, because why else would you be talking to us about this? We're not exactly political people.
Exactly. I am hoping that I can, killing people is kind of what's got us into this mess to begin with. People dying, giving the Black Sun God more power. I would like, if possible, to solve this without any need for that, if possible. But yes, if
Okay.
If it really does come down to it, if they do,
put them in a basement.
that's all fine and dandy. But a lot of them are protected by a lot of other powerful people. They've paid other mercenaries just like yourselves to protect them, knowing what's out there now. You'll probably have to kill those people to get them, which is just another problem. So
I mean, alright.
if possible,
Ask them.
I would like to prevent this from happening without bloodshed. And if it does come down to it, if it does come to war, then yes, I will have no. It would be hypocrisy to me, hypocritic of me. That's not probably the right word to say.
Hypocritical.
Hypocritical of me. That's the one. Not Hippocrates. Anyway,
It's my favorite philosopher.
to say that we can't solve the problem by taking them out. You know, if they're gonna go and kill millions, then surely just killing maybe 5 people, maybe 10, would be a stone's throw compared to how many more they could kill if they actually war. So
It seems to me, however, that they've already done a lot of harm, and they've already whipped up a frenzy among the people. The people are already convinced to go to war.
the people, let me handle the people. The people can be moved easily enough. And after what's happened last night, I'm sure, yes, I'm sure that plenty of them will see it my way. So it's not, yes, if enough of the people know the truth, and, well, not necessarily the truth, if enough of the people believe what they want them to believe, then they're still going to push for war. But if enough of them know exactly the truth, then that's enough to dissuade them. And as you know, I control all of the merchants and all of the and all of this land, I'm sure I can point some people in the right direction.
And make the merchants stop selling weapons. God.
I mean, people need it.
How about a license to buy a weapon?
You have to train for a certain amount of
Yes,
time before you're
I
allowed to
can.
win.
I'm
Sword
really
reform.
I'm really on board for that. I think I'll write that up. What I will say
Good.
though
Get
is
that moving.
that most common people don't own weapons in that sense. You know, we haven't within the city walls. There isn't a reason to. You know, defending yourself is much easier when you can't have a weapon taken off you, especially with the kind of people we have. But it's only people out there who really need, you know, defending from Lamia, from giant insects that really use
People on
those
the
things.
fringes.
On the fringes, yes, literally outside of the
And
walls.
like farmers.
Exactly, that need these sort of weapons. So yes, I will absolutely consider that possibility, especially if we get this war out of the bound.
Dragons,
But
but like for half dragons, we weren't allowed a weapon until we proved ourselves without our regular breath weapons.
yes, of
That was
course.
when you
I
were
mean,
considered old enough.
that's yes, but unfortunately, we work in we unfortunately we live in a society. We live in a world.
We live in.
God damn it,
Unfortunately,
societies.
unfortunately, we live in
Unfortunately, society.
unfortunately in a world where things are a little bit more complicated. That even if I could enact the licensing system today, it's very plausible that people in their homes could easily craft any sort of weapon out there, and
Ailey looks
restricting
at Varys.
Varys looks away.
restricting their ability to go out and purchase one would likely only cause them to want to craft their own, especially if you know, if we go around telling
It just leads to more skilled craftspeople. And
But
if
I'd
you're
much rather
going
just
to that length,
I'd
you're
m-
going to learn how to use it well.
I would much rather just pay skilled craftspeople to come up. Anyway, this is getting into a whole thing. What I would like
Yeah.
to say,
You can kind of see the scowl that's been slowly growing on Jin's face over the course of the conversation. But yes,
Have you
go
been
on.
nostalgic?
it's turning into a whole thing. What I would like to say is, I'm going to pay you guys a fair amount of money to help me sort this out. Please let me make some political decisions and do some things in the background as we try and sort this out. What I do need from you though is two things. Well, actually, more than two things. First thing, try and find out if what has caused the dead to rise in the specific instance, if you can. Hopefully, it's not just targeted at you guys, because that would really suck.
Well,
I
we could go
did have
somewhere
a-
remote.
Well, I was just thinking about that. If
Hmm?
we
Where
are
limits
the
are?
if we are the call of them,
Hmm.
then we'd best be away from town. But there is a perfectly good keep that's only being used for one mad dwarf's obsession with guns. So if we take that over,
Yes, that is my number
it's a help for
two.
us.
Number two thing for you is please go and see what weapon they are testing, and perhaps just deal with them permanently, if you can. Third thing, I know that you've gotten the.
You said two things.
I said maybe two things,
It's
and I said that
recommended
then I
two
retracted that it would
things.
be more than that. I'm sorry.
He's like squinting
Yes.
at him.
Hey, I've only
Extra
got
things means more money.
I don't have five.
Sound like my brother.
Dragons don't have 5 claws. We don't have a decimal system. Math has been difficult to pick up. Okay. 3. 3. I know that you guys have sorted out, have at least got the tieflings out of the city. But if you could possibly make sure that they're gone, that would be great. But that is bottom of the list compared to what just happened.
Right, so two
Okay,
birds, one
but-
stone. We go to the fort and see whether lots of dead people have already risen there, or if they start rising. And in the meantime, we kill the dwarf.
Well, I let you
Then burn his body.
I completely let you decide how you wish to tackle this. Leaving the city limits, I'm pretty sure there are some more cemeteries further out that were used for any number of things. There's a lot of farms out there that probably buried their own dead as well. And if any more undead rise as you get further and
Did
further
enemies
away,
come?
did anyone? I don't
didn't
don't
see
have
any
reports
dead.
of that, but I will check.
I didn't want a swarm of dead cows when we go past the farms.
I mean,
It'll be real sad killing them again.
Yeah.
you'd think that they would be used for meat purposes, so there wouldn't be much left of them, but I guess we'll
Not
find out.
necessarily if they die mysteriously on the farm. They're not
That
safe
is
to
true.
eat.
That is true.
But more importantly, Wakeful, we have something to ask from you. A
Okay.
favor.
Jun's increasing scowl turns into a slightly raised eyebrow.
Oh, wasn't
So-
there kicking of Varys before, and then Varys
Yeah.
got convicted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
happened?
Just do that.
Paris got
again.
unplugged. Like.
You forgot.
Somebody kick Ferris?
Yes,
Yeah.
Jen was kicking you in the shoe shyly as they were wanting you to say something about their.
Oh, the idea.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
see.
Is the ruckus going to
Apologies,
continue,
I'm
or are you opening up the floor?
I'm kind of opening up the floor.
Okay. Jun's going to sigh, realizing that he has to ask for this himself.
Ferris is just grinning behind him, like that SpongeBob grin when he sees Squidward with the Krabby Patties. Just huge.
So he's going to take an aggressive stance rather than a anything else. He's going to go, we need to get to the core of the issue here. Everything comes back to the Black Sun God stealing the realm of the death gods. Why wouldn't the dead rising be related to him? It all has to be.
Yes.
We must contact a death god. Please help us
Okay.
contact Null.
That didn't work out so well for my friend.
We have a plan. We have
Okay.
ideas.
Do tell.
Ailey looks confused.
Well, the Rikers had some ideas. Well,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, so we need to basically get the other death gods on our side,
Makes sense.
right? Null is an obvious choice.
Yeah.
And I just sort of look at Jen and sort of
Well-
cringe while saying, like, they're obviously really powerful and would be a good ally.
Null is aware of what's going on, but
Okay.
when Domron tried to contact him,
Mm.
someone intercepted it. So we have to stop that from happening.
Okay. How do you
And-
propose we do?
We determined who the out of character.
Nope.
We figured out who it was that intercepted it, right?
That it was very likely the Black Sun God.
Yeah.
Himself.
Yeah. That in attempting to contact the death domain was intercepted by the death in this area. Your idea for this was that Domron attempted to return to his dragon form to save himself. The idea is Wayclaw go into his dragon form, have another powerful mage there in a death realm, specifically Jamie, assist with this, so that if for any reason there is any interference by the Black Sun God, no one dies, but also so that there's more chance of you actually getting through to the dragon death specifically.
And I have reason to believe that Jamie stands a really good chance of helping with this, because when I died, I did not see the Black Sun God.
Yes, and if you are in your dragon form to start with, you're already more powerful.
I
And-
just have a quick question out of character.
Yep.
Is like, well, Null's the dragon one, right? So
Yes.
wouldn't Wayclaw be all into that?
That's
Anyway?
That's the idea, yeah.
So the idea behind it
Like,
is
not all of the
him being a
dragons
dragon.
necessarily
Him being a
push.
dragon means he is in the event of his death, he is supposed to go to the dragon afterlife. That is the idea here. So he is the smoothest line to it, as opposed to yours or other half dragons. The possibility is there for you guys to go to the dragon afterlife, but
Yeah.
you've been intercepted before, so you were out of the question.
That was very early.
Yeah.
That's why I think Ailey suggested her brother as a secondary /
Yes,
backup
he is also a
in
possibility.
regards
He
to
is
being an ex-follower of Null.
exactly. There's a whole lot of options there. That really the best bet for you guys, you thought, was get everyone you possibly can together who's got power, in that regard. So your brother, Jamie, Wayclaw, any other full dragons you could find, specifically the one that you guys had tracked down and had thought you'd figured out who it is over in the Elf Kingdom as well.
Not a fan of that one.
Yeah. Put them all together, have Jamie and everybody try and contact Null with dragons there in the dragon forms, and then if it all works, Null can be properly summoned in his avatar form, can properly help, can properly give information, instead of the weak link that that Jin currently has with him.
And what I haven't told Wayclaw, and I'm not going to, is that we already have essentially an ally in Asmodeus.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What
Which
what
is-
does Asmodeus represent? I can't.
He is a Lord of the Hells.
He is.
Which is not
Okay,
the
I
same as
thought so.
death.
It's
No.
not,
Yeah.
It is not.
No, but it's a place that
Um,
yeah.
But
but it's
it
enough that
does
he's pissed off.
both
Yeah.
you, Ailey and Jun would know that he does, due to being Lord of the Hells, does have an ear with Tiamat, the evil dragon god. So it's very plausible that there's some overlap there. Good middle ground and evil gods all around seem to be all against this guy. So you've got a lot of allies you could possibly talk to. The main issue that you've been having so far is every other god seems to be weaker here. But that does present a question for you guys as to why Asmodeus was able to appear in avatar form without being summoned at all. He was just able to do it. In fact, he was able to cast a time stop while he was here. So that's another question you guys have.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Wayclaw, upon you guys asking him this, he goes, that is a good idea. Having a god on our side is always beneficial. If I would have to go into dragon form, I'd need to be in somewhere that's preferably not in the middle of the city. If we need Jamie's help, perhaps I just go there. I'm sure that the elves would be less terrified by the appearance of a giant dragon. Perhaps you
But
message
if we
me
go
when.
all the way out to the middle of nowhere where Jamie's like little residence is, where there's also that temple where we can pray to the diamond dragon again.
That's true. Yes, we could.
Well,
That would
perhaps
probably
you
be the safest place.
perhaps you get the team together and let me know when I need to be there, and we can try it.
You can kind of see hope rising in Jun's face as he's like, "Oh my god, this might happen."
Good.
Yes, we shall get the team together.
Now it's Varys's turn to scowl.
Dragons, assemble!
That's what happens when you tell dragons what to do, right?
Totally.
Transform and roll out.
Famous for following
Fly out,
orders.
sorry,
dragons.
I meant.
We're just gonna find what they're hoarding.
Mhm.
Bribes. Bribes are the thing.
All right.
Ailey still has bets on him hoarding knowledge and power, and that's why he's in a political.
He is the
Power,
minister
sure.
of economics, essentially. He is taking all the taxes.
Money,
He's dealing with all of the
power.
money.
He's hoarding not only money, but the
And
concept of
knowledge.
money.
Yeah, exactly. He is
Power
in charge
behind
of the money of this realm. He
Thing
is hoarded
he doesn't have a problem
entirely.
giving us money.
Exactly.
He
That's
does
how
not
much.
have a problem
That's
giving
how
us money. He
much
hoards
money he has.
power. He hoards
He-
power more than he hoards wealth. He hoards knowledge.
Mm.
I think
Pretty smart.
almost what Skelly's getting at is he's like has so much money it's at controlling the market's level of power.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
he is who we would eat in.
and eat the
Yeah,
rich.
right?
He
Yeah.
is the 1%.
But his.
But he's
yeah,
not.
he-
He's not entirely using it for evil.
As far as we are
technically
currently
not
aware.
his money. You know.
I mean, that's the case in real life, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
God, we've been getting way too political in real life.
They
with
really
this
have.
episode.
Man, maybe we
From
should
gun
be.
law
Maybe we should take over the
reform
council.
to-
We should. We are
Everyone, let's
politicians.
apply
Never
for the
mind.
next local
You guys
council.
want to be politicians of this world? Is that the
I
end of this
fe-
series?
I
Fuck
feel like
no.
we could make a good run, though. That's the thing. I feel like we have enough
mean-
good favor
How
with
many
people
ministers
that
are
that would
there?
help.
How many ministers
I'm
are
just
There's quite a few.
I'm just happy being
Aw.
consort to the Queen, honestly.
there?
Yes.
It's pretty good.
So, what do we plan with Wayclaw in order to make this contacting Null happen? Who do we need in the room?
Oh, bear in mind, sorry, that in the room that we're currently in, Hamon is also here.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yes, he is. He's just sort of
Who's Hamon?
sitting comfortably
Another
on his
30
couch.
minutes of politics?
He's
Oh,
like
we can
a he's like a
totally do that.
he is a teen human, scruffy black hair, recently cleaned.
Yeah, we made
Yes.
him bathe.
Oh, that's
Recently
right.
stank.
He was selling stolen goods on the port of Cowport, and was kidnapped by the Thieves Guild for stepping in on their territory. When you guys destroyed the Thieves Guild, well, from the inside, really set it on a course that cannot be corrected.
What are
He
you talking
escaped.
about? We just left some heads.
Yeah, you kind of threatened them in a way that in an
They didn't know how to
extremely
respond to it.
existential way that left them fighting amongst themselves to the point where he was able to escape their clutches, and they have not been the same since. But yes, he is currently sitting in the couch. He's not really paying attention. He's sort of just looking around the room because it is a flash room. Like, it's full of fancy green cloth, lots of like statues and jewelry and all that sort of stuff. Like, Ailey has trouble paying attention in this room. Like, Hamon is exactly the same.
We also did buy
For
stuff from
slightly
Hamon
different
that was
reasons.
stolen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's how we got to know him.
Wayclaw
Played
very
potion
much
roulette.
pointed out that he does not recall giving any kind of permission of sale.
Yes.
from
He's not a
Hamon,
valid merchant with a license.
No.
which made Ailey happier because no tax.
Yeah. Besides,
Should be
don't
cheaper, no
cook us
GST.
or our newly cleaned son. Doubt it.
He'd been stalking us after we
Oh
had
yeah,
our
Ailey
fight.
considers him her child now.
Yes.
Well,
Oh,
kind
God.
of. He's slightly a bit older.
He's like a
we
pet.
did an
Human
insight
pet.
wisdom roll, but she's aware he's a teenager, so she won't treat him
So,
like
like, foster child.
yeah.
But yes.
We are now responsible for him.
But he
Well,
doesn't.
shit.
Throughout all the conversations of gods and whatever, he's simply glazed over. You don't seem to need to worry
Too much
about him.
politics.
He's just like, I just don't care. Like, when you guys
He's
start
our
talking about
glazed
gold,
donut son.
when there was talk of payment, he like looked up for a second, realized you were still talking about shit. He's like, no, I don't care.
He's zoned out of
Oh,
all
he's
the
donuts.
politics.
Fun.
So, to contact Null, we need Jamie, a powerful mage, Wayclaw,
So
Jun.
bare minimum
And we decide on the
Was-
Tenmo for the mage.
was Jamie, Jin, Wayclaw, but did think, let's get as many people as we possibly can. So Zupimo, Oran, the other dragon, anybody else you can
Other
find along
dragon?
the way.
There's also the mage that lives in Jamie's castle as well,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
who could be helpful.
And there are plenty of other
And they summon the king's
powerful,
court.
plenty of other powerful mages in the Elves Kingdom.
Dragon is.
Who would also
Oh wait, is that
possibly
what
help.
the other dragon is? Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
what you mean
Yes.
by the other dragon? The one that's
Yeah,
there?
the blue one.
the
The one that you guys
Should
were
ask
already,
Oran
like,
if
are
he's
on the
figured
outs
out
with.
Which one?
Yeah, you were very specifically thinking Aliratha Griminor
Yeah.
was a dragon. You met her great grand auntie.
Oh, she was lovely with the pet skeleton cat, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
We can visit her again.
Yay!
Yes. Anyway,
I don't know how to spell that.
Spell which one? What are you trying to spell?
Her name.
She should be in.
Alirapa.
She should be in Elven Kingdom. So her great auntie is Berinda. She shows up in Zultmal in the Elven Kingdom, and
That's a lot of names. You might want to spell them.
so they're in the journal. So you can find them under places and people under Elven Kingdom.
Yeah.
And Alirutha is in Relo Valor, and Berinda is in Zultmal. Find them all there if you need spellings or Lincolns, all that stuff.
My human brain is far more feeble than John's.
Databases.
Yeah. I can remember hundreds of friends, but can I remember hundreds of characters?
Absolutely not. I certainly can't. I called some
Can't even
random guy a
remember
cum
friends.
guzzler before. Anyway.
He's not even that random. You've played him several times.
Yes, he's actually an
He's
important
a
character,
well, not
but I
a
have
main
tried to
character,
call
but
him
he's a
cum
key
guzzler.
side character.
But yes. Yes.
I can't even remember all my friends' names too often.
Yeah, same.
Mhm. Yes, she
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Alirutha was who you
Same.
thought was a dragon in disguise.
But we didn't confirm.
they
But
were-
maybe
they-
Oran found out for us.
Possibly. Either way, there are other.
You'll have to do a roll for
There
them as well.
are other mages in the Elven Kingdom, as the elves are not without magic, as they haven't been sitting inside of cities sucking the magic out for years. So, yeah, if you want to try and get
Probably
power
other
from them as
dragons
well,
too.
the king is literally a powerful mage trapped inside of an ice golem, so he might be able to help too.
Yeah, we gave him a hint at using the
Explosives. Yes,
explosives, so
And
maybe he's out
we
now.
maybe.
We sent that fucking religious chick along with Ailey's brother who's got acid. That she was like, acid would totally melt the ice
Maybe.
more than fire will.
Guess we'll find out
Yeah.
Mm.
when you get there.
Yeah.
Well, we going there? I thought we were going to the other part.
Well, you
Or
got
do we have to go there to
you
get
got
there?
so many things to do. But either way, way closing on the plan. He said, he said basically, once you guys get the team together, let me know, and I will come running to where you need to be. Preferably somewhere that's not, gonna scare a lot of people by a dragon being there. Or whatever you
Well,
want to do.
we're gonna have to be in Jamie's kingdom
Probably.
because
So-
she's not welcome here, or the Elven Kingdom at least.
Yeah, the Elven Kingdom for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Either
just-
at the King's Court or at
you send
James.
send him a message,
Jamie's one.
send Wayclaw a message, and he will come and help.
Cool.
Hey
Thanks.
Garrus, just use your ring thingy and just tell Oran to just bring everyone to Jamie's place. It'll be fine.
I'm not currently attuned to it, but I can do that later on.
Yeah, and we've got some stuff to sort out here first, like the hordes of undead and my mother.
And
We go to
also
the
the
castle.
dwarf with the
Yeah.
with the gun mech,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is.
We go to him, and if
Evangelion.
all the undead show up, then
Then
that also
Mechleon.
makes us know that answer too.
Make a Godzilla.
I mean, to be fair, we did kill a lot of people in that place, so if they've buried anybody around there, then we'll find out soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's true.
Thank you,
that's what all
Wayclaw.
the fire's for.
You're very welcome.
Indeed.
I should have made more tea.
Mm.
All right. You leave Wayclaw's abode, office, down the stairs, out the front door, into the square. It is still empty of civilians, and then still just a couple of city guard here and there. Where to next?
What do we tackle first?
The closest thing?
I mean, I think it is about the same distance from the perspective area of Syrakus's mother and the castle, the keep. They're about equidistant, so it's a matter of which we want to get out of the way first, I think.
Correct.
Which one could cause more trouble?
We know that they are slowly working on the mech that the guy's using, but they're still in the testing phase. I think Grey Swallow said that we have a day or two before they're meant to be testing it.
I don't think he actually specifies specifically when they're testing it, just that they would be.
Testing it at some point in the near future.
They were
right?
putting it together and testing it in the future. But you imagine that based on the specs of what you saw and the size of it, that they'll probably have to do rigorous testing if they were planning on mass producing it. So it's probably going to be there for a couple of days once they start testing.
Yeah. It will probably take them a couple of days to test it if they're wanting to make sure that this thing is, top of the line or ready for mass production or who knows what. I think it will keep for a day if you want to handle your mother and potentially, I don't know if Asmodeus would show up again, but if he does, we could talk to him about what's going on. I don't know. I don't know if that was just a
Maybe.
specific time and place thing.
I think that was my mom tried to stab me in the gut thing. I'm not sure if
He
it's
didn't
gonna
like
save my
that.
ass again. Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, the
Pretty
problem with your
impressive.
with
Having
your
a
mother
god.
is the fact that we don't know what she would do, but we do know what the dwarf is doing.
Yeah.
I don't really want to go see her mother again with there's like potential of dead people popping up everywhere.
There's potential of dead people popping up everywhere.
That is going to happen regardless of where we go, though.
That's what I mean. I'd rather the dead people pop up with the dwarf, where we can find out what he's testing on the dead things. And then we know that we're causing the dead things. So that we can fix that before we deal with the Rikus' mum. If we can fix that.
I mean, possibly, but I doubt that Ailey's mother is... Sorry, Tarakus' mother is in a graveyard or anything, so we don't need to worry about that there.
And there's also the risk that if we she knows that I'm here now, she isn't likely to stop. So we have the risk that she will pop up.
We
wherever.
should probably... Yeah, we should probably fight her on our own terms. We try and get the drop on them. I don't know if we can, but we do have a couple of plans that might work.
Yeah. We've got magic that she has not seen.
And at least she is somewhat of a known quantity. We know that she's fucking vicious and bloodthirsty, but at least we've seen her fight.
Can I get an intelligence check for me, Ailey?
Alright.
Sometimes Ailey has
It's
bright
funny because she's
ideas.
smarter than Peter.
She sure is smarter than Peter.
Is it insight, did you say?
No, just intelligence. Just regular intelligence, please.
Ability check. Oh, not bad for her.
Why don't I see...
It's a
Oh, that's pretty
15.
bad. Pretty good. Thanks for the 50
It
boy.
is pretty
Pretty
bad.
bad.
Sorry, it's pretty good. No, 50. Not
Not bad.
I mixed not
Pretty
bad and
good.
pretty good together. It's not
Yep.
bad.
I catch it all the time.
okay. With a 15, you sort of you've got a habit of playing with your weapons. You're just standing outside
So
and
she's
talking about what you're
probably
doing.
cleaning her fingernails.
Yeah, you're probably cleaning your
or
fingernails
something.
with the dagger of Skyrim, cleaning it out and be like,
Aw.
that weapon that she had, could I disconnect her from it with this?
Hmm.
Yo.
What weapon are you talking about? 'Cause remember,
The
I
mace
was
that she
not
was,
there.
the mace that almost killed Varys and Thrakus.
Okay, so you
The
Yeah.
one
mean
that
like
was extra juiced up.
Yeah, they were super
Magically.
powerful,
Super
what do you
magical.
mean by disconnect it from her? So
Make her
what would I
unattuned
use
from it.
for that?
Like separate
Yeah.
her
Same way
ability
you
to
have
use
done
it.
with other
Oh,
stuff.
unattune her from right. Okay, because that's the thing. Like, obviously, I have
Yes.
no idea what you were talking about.
Yes.
But yes. Okay, now that I get it, yeah. And it'll be like, well, we have slept. Because this is alien.
Yes.
Which we did on purpose before
Okay.
the enacting of the plan, yes.
Oh, my
Mhm.
dagger's recharged.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Would Varys actually
Yeah.
realize?
Varys-
I'm sure
Varys-
Varys
Can
would
we
Varys
know.
roll
probably-
insight?
Waiting.
Varys would figure out exactly what you mean by that. Knowing
Varys
exactly what
knows
the
exactly
dagger
what it
does.
means. But is waiting to see if Ailey can complete the thought.
Yeah.
Varys is
Thrakus
looking
on a
expectantly.
15 insight. You know what what Ailey's thinking. Use the dagger of Skyrim to separate your mother from her mace. Whatever magic.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
how big was
excellent.
the mace and like how heavy? Is it the sort of one that Ailey would then take, or is it too big for her?
I mean,
Don't take it. We've already had friend go down the demon path.
Oh yeah, right.
yeah.
I mean,
You
I also
know-
feel like probably
Yeah.
has some stuff that we don't want to fuck with. I
Yeah.
saw like a
I
weird
was
hand
talking
coming
as a
out of it.
character because I don't, not as a character as myself because I don't, I know nothing about this thing other than
So
you said
it's-
it's hand in it.
It's from Ailey's perspective. It is.
Does it look like something that
No.
our previous friend that ended up as a demon would have used?
No.
Like that kind of big.
Probably not even he wouldn't have. No, your previous friend would not have wanted to use it as simply a mace. Although though it's quite large, and you did see Anarchus use like two dual handing it. It didn't really give them much benefit, as it's just a mace. But from Ailey's perspective, it was ugly looking. Like, it is not a weapon
Yeah.
you really want to be seen wielding. Jagged metal. It's not.
Oh no, she finds those way too boring.
Yeah.
Not the aesthetic.
They're not sharp, and they've got all these spikes, but they're not sharp enough, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and it's hard to sharpen them.
Yeah.
Very much
Um,
designed to do more bludgeoning damage than.
Yeah.
It
It
is,
was
it
more
is
whether
more
she would have
for.
thought to pick it up for someone else, or herself.
I
was kind
think
of
we
what I was
take that thing and
thinking.
drop it off the farthest cliff we can find.
Or we have someone melt it into an
I mean, if we could-
unusable blob.
Does
Yeah.
And then drop it
melting
off a cliff.
even get like the demon out anyway?
That's
No
not the
clue.
point. It's making it unusable.
If it's not
As a
usable as a
weapon.
weapon, yeah, good idea.
I mean, people can still attune to a block of metal and hit it
Sure.
at someone's head.
But they're
I mean,
way
we're-
less likely to.
This is
Hmm.
true. I do
I
think
mean-
we could just like then wait another day and then stab it again.
I mean, that's fine. We can put it into the bag of holding in between times, just so that it's not.
No, I don't know what
not-
it would do in the bag of holding.
What if it auto attunes itself to something?
Like what? We don't have anything
Like
capable
the
of
bag
tuning them here.
itself.
I don't think that's
What
how
if
it
it
works.
took-
I have
Nightmares.
rudimentary knowledge of
Conspiracy
magical
theories.
items, but I don't think that can happen.
We
Varys
thought
do-
it, so it
Varys
could
does
happen, and I'm
know-
now scared.
Varys does know that he has identify and can figure out exactly what its deal is as soon as you have access to it.
Yes, I can, as I have done with some of the other weapons we've encountered, I can have a look at it and see most of what will be going on with it. Like with the sword, there was something in there, and it kind of just let me know that, hey, there's something in there. It'll probably be something similar, but I'll learn a decent amount about it. But I don't feel like we can leave it out in the open. We need to take it with us.
I'm still having big ook fire bad about this.
I mean, that's absolutely fair.
Like,
We will. We can decide when we get to it. The decision may be taken away from us. Who knows?
That's menacing.
Maybe.
I. That, I'm sorry, but she nearly caved my fucking head in. I am not purely optimistic.
understand.
I'm sorry.
I mean, she got all weird. It was like, I just want my baby back. And like,
That was,
Never
but she
called
was
me
trying
that
to kill
before.
me.
yeah, that was very strange. I don't understand it.
This is
Well,
very mixed messages.
and how
And I
did she think that?
I tried to have a conversation with her in between shit, and she was just like, "Yeah, get wrecked. I'm gonna kill your friend and kill you." What?
Yeah,
What was that?
as if that would help bring you over to her cause or something. I'm gonna kill all the people that you care about. Well, I don't want to be around you then, you freak. My God.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Mm. We should have this conversation with her while we're killing her.
Or we could just kill her because she's not gonna listen to what we say anyway.
I
It
do
sounds
want
like
to,
you
though.
guys are
She
sending
owes
mixed
you boots.
messages.
She does owe me boots. But do you think that maybe she will be a bit more likely to talk after having the truth kind of pulled out of her?
What?
Do we want to give
Maybe
her
the
the
truth pulled
chance?
out.
Wouldn't it
No.
be better to try our best, do the stealth thing, and just get rid of her at this point?
That's
Because
fair.
we know
I
that she
agree.
is not a good person. And that she
Do
has never
we-
been a good person.
Do we want to?
I don't
we
know,
had
it's
the
your
idea.
mum.
Yeah,
You do what
it
you want
is-
with your mum.
It
Mhm.
falls entirely in your court, yes. But we had the idea about
I
the
don't
magic
enjoy
circle.
balls. You see my problem.
Yes, fair.
Mm.
We do have the magic circle. Did we still want to try that?
Yes.
It does
Yes,
take a
we are
full
still-
minute to cast. That's the problem.
Yeah. But I mean, is it?
What are you
Are we
talking
still
about
able to
with
cast it
circle?
while being
Yes.
sneaky?
Why not
That's right. There
remember?
was the idea that that
I believe John has
yes,
banishment.
Jun has a
Yeah,
banishment.
Jin does have
Ah.
banishment.
So the
So I-
idea was that Jun banish Anarchus at the exact same time that someone starts casting the spell scroll.
Yeah, or
of-
within the same round, somebody
Yeah.
manages to start it.
So that once the banishment is ended, the circle is put up. Just trying to fucking
Yeah, because you
find-
can invert the circle, essentially. You can use it as a protection from outside stuff, or essentially as a cage to keep something in,
Yeah, magic circle.
as long as it conforms to those typings.
Creature cannot willingly enter the cylinder or exit the cylinder. So basically, just quickly trap Anarchus exactly where they are. If you get it off, is the point.
Mhm.
Yeah, it does. One of them. Yeah, the types of creatures would Anarchus fall under fiends for that, because
You, I mean, you
it
don't
doesn't
know.
specify humanoids.
You would be able to I would say in this instance, you'd be able to specify a specific person, as opposed to a type of creature.
We just use her name instead.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
He'll allow it.
it's also I'll allow it for the purposes of this. A magic circle is a magic circle. It makes sense that you would be able to be like, you specifically, fuck you. But
Yeah.
but also
Yes.
I'd say that the sort of it would help immensely for you to know more specifics about Anarchus. So if Thrakus uses their specific abilities to learn more about weaknesses and all that sort of stuff of Anarchus, that would probably help with that circle as well.
Further
So,
knowledge about
time for
them.
some hunter's sense.
Yes.
Varys will take out the spell scroll of Magic Circle and hand it to Thrakus. You're probably the best one to be using this, I think.
Except you want me to use a bunch of my other abilities for us going into battle.
Using the spell scroll will not take up any of your spells.
No, but it'll take up my time,
Yes.
which means I won't be able to cast any of the stuff that I prepared specifically for it.
During that minute. Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Um,
and a minute's a long time.
I can do it, but my expertise within the group is probably better served fighting off the other tieflings to keep the people casting spells safe.
Unless the dead rise.
That's also true. I can hang on to it and I can use the magic circle myself, but
I just
Do it.
I just wonder if maybe Jun's more
But Jin
Get
needs
with
to
this.
cast.
Jun will be doing the banishment.
fuck yeah.
They would not be able to do both on their turn.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm just looking at my
Yeah.
But if Ailey
Okay,
wants
because
to
I can
a
do
step resolve
because I
or
can do
something,
Shield of
we don't.
Fortitude beforehand because it lasted 10 minutes on one
Yes.
of you. But I won't be able to
Cool.
use.
Does that take your concentration?
It does, but you don't need concentration to begin the casting of them. But once it's up, yeah, it's a concentration spell. I'm pretty sure. Magic circle.
Just gotta
Yeah.
see.
Sure.
Magic circle. Magic circle. Let me look at my spells. Spells.
Yeah, it says concentration.
Then yes. So you will lose concentration on Shield of Fortitude as soon as the magic circle has been completed.
Completed, but
at the
before,
end, yeah. So before you,
which is when
while
we need
it's-
it most.
while you're casting it, you'll have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can do that on one person, which we were thinking of doing on Varys specifically because of the squishing,
Much damage it
Yes.
does.
because he'll be the one doing a lot of the more like fighting.
Yes, I'll be trying to keep them off of the people casting spells so that you
Mhm.
can maintain your concentrations on things.
Yeah, because if I'm hit at all, then my concentration's shot. But this will give you some extra hit points. Not
Ma-
hit points,
magic
sorry,
circle-
extra AC.
Magic circle is not a concentration spell,
Is
Hey,
it not?
so you will
Oh,
not
cool.
lose. You will not lose Shield of Fortitude when it's up.
cool.
But
Sweet.
if your concentration is broken while you are casting it, then you will have to begin casting it again. So it'll be the same sort of deal. So if you get attacked, you'll have to make a Constitution saving throw against how much damage it is. So half the damage of what it is. If you make it, then you continue casting Magic Circle. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you will also lose the spell scroll if that happens.
Ugh.
So you will
Rooted.
not, so you
Okay.
will not be able to begin casting it again.
So I need to find somewhere to hide while doing it, but also what are the requirements of the spell?
So for Magic Circle, all you'll need to do is have the scroll, obviously. All of the components and everything else are made up for as the scroll. That was
yeah.
required to make it. So all you'll need to do is be within 10 feet of your target. So it's only like 2 squares. And yeah, you just need to sit there casting it for a minute.
That would still work for being within 10 feet of the place that they were, right?
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So
How
you
long
would
is
you'd be
that?
putting
How
it on
many
the
rounds of
ground.
combat
So
is
that is 10 rounds of combat.
The
That's
hope
full
is that
rounds,
we
right?
And it's
That's
10
everyone
full
in it?
rounds. Yeah.
10.
So from
Yeah.
so 10 times it'll need to come back to Thrakus' turn. I will say that you'll be able to move during this time, so you'll be able to like go around that circle if you want to continue moving around, but you'll have to stay within the
30
10 feet.
feet.
No, within the 10 feet range.
10 feet.
Yeah, it needs to be within 10 feet of that
What?
circle that you're casting it onto.
It says a shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, and it says 60 feet.
Okay, I'm looking at a different thing of magic cylinder then. Let me look.
Magic
look at
cylinder
my
has
spell.
a 10-foot
Not magic
radius.
cylinder, magical circle. Magic circle.
Ah.
Oh, magic circle, right? Because I'm talking about shield of fortitude.
Oh, yeah, your shield of fortitude. Yeah, you can cast that to fucking everybody. That's fine. Like,
Yeah.
It's 60 feet. This thing is 60
It says
feet.
a creature,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I'm
so you
saying
have to
it's
pick
60
one
feet.
person.
60 feet away. You don't have to worry about that one. You can cast that to anybody from fucking ages away. I'm talking about
Yeah.
magic circle. Once you, for the purposes of you wanting to cast this, you're getting it, all the information out. There's no gotchas. Once you begin casting the spell, you pull out the scroll. You start reading from it. You select a point that you want to create the 10-foot radius cylinder of magical energy that'll trap your
Yeah.
mother. You will not be able to move 10 feet outside of 10 feet of that circle once you start casting, because
Well, not being hit.
but you'll
Jesus.
be allowed to move on your turn like normal. But if you
Yeah.
move out of the range of it, then you cancel the spell.
Okay.
If you get hit,
And so my
Yep.
problem with that as well is that I can't use hold person on her before trying because it's a concentration spell
exactly.
as well. So I can't use any of my other shit like command or hold person, which I've got loaded up, if I'm the one casting this scroll.
So Shield of Fortitude is a bonus action. So
Shield of Fortitude I could cast before we go into battle. That one I'm fine with. I'm talking about command and hold person,
Yep.
which are things that could prevent her from trying to fucking hit me while that we do this.
Command does not require your concentration. And you would be able to use hold person to start off with. So you'd be able to use hold person on her, hold her in
Yeah.
place. Then Jin can have their turn, banish them,
Okay.
and then on your next turn, that's when so long as it's within the same round, you can start casting the magic circle. If for some reason you have a higher initiative order than Jin, then you will want to do it in a different order. You'd want to start your magic circle before the banishment even goes off, which is a problem.
Yeah.
Although, no. Thinking about it, no.
Well, no,
The
'cause then
magic
I can do
circle.
hold person.
Hold on. We won't do proper roll. We won't do proper round structure. We'll do from your turn. So, yeah. So from a minute from when you start casting it. So 10 times it comes back to your turn. Same for Jun's banishment. 10 times it comes back to their turn. So once it's over, they will be and it's going to be cutting it close regardless.
It's gonna be cutting it close. A lot of things can go wrong.
As both of those
There's
are
a lot of
minimum.
moving parts.
No.
But
I mean,
realistically,
that's why there's 4 of us, right?
realistically,
No.
if you manage to take out everyone else in the area in the 10 rounds, then all you really need to do is have Varys and Ailey near where they're going to come back, and they can both perform grapples.
Yeah.
Which would also help keep them locked down. got a
Good
bunch
old
of other
grapple.
options. You got a lot of options here to trying to get this working, but
Yeah.
again, it is all going
gonna
to come
have to
down to
be real
exactly timing
Turn order
your
and-
circle
yeah.
thing. Alternatively, you can just triangle.
Whew. Which didn't go so well last time. But,
Hmm.
Ailey,
But Ailey
need
also
you
has
to
a
get
display.
that dagger of Skyrend into that bitch. That's important.
Yeah.
She's down for that. That's
100%.
fine.
Mhm.
Sweet. I think this is the
Um,
first time we've planned
This is a big
stuff
plan.
properly, including magic and not just stabby stab is the plan.
I mean,
I
that's
mean-
Ailey's plan is stabby stab.
Ailey's
the-
still on stabby stab.
Yeah.
The alchemist potion plan that we had was pretty good. We planned that ahead, that we were going to pour it on the guy's face.
Yeah, but that was like
That was
we're
kind of
always
all
our
of the
best
plan,
out
though.
of spite.
True.
Jun is very irritated by all of this planning and a lack of moving.
Okay, let's go. Let us go. I think we're
We've been
ready.
Where are
walking.
we
We've been
going?
We're
walking.
to my mom's fucking camp.
Yeah, but like, are we going on the train?
No.
It's
It'll be
outside
just
the
south of-
city.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
They're maybe half a day away. They aren't ages away.
Wait,
So
there's a
is it
place
still
called
morning?
Apple Court, and we've never been there.
yes, you've never been to Apple Court.
Court of apples.
But surely it has delicious apples. We should go there once all this shit's not zombified and stuff.
I mean, Chicken Church doesn't exactly have delicious chicken.
It did
No,
have
had religious people
had-
instead.
it had religious people who were chickens.
No, no.
Yeah.
We just misinterpreted the name, okay?
We'll see what Apple Court's got for you. Then, anyway.
Oh god, is it going to be like tennis courts made of apples?
Anyway,
Don't give him ideas.
The entire region is apple flesh.
Oh god. Dear God. Okay, so
They're not mimics, they're apples.
Oh
Ew.
god.
Oh
Oh,
god,
dear.
if a mimic was an apple, oh,
terrifying.
it would
So-
just bite your face off.
Heading south. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I just-
Apparently.
Okay.
Haley's still got no clue what's going on.
Ailey, please protect the spellcasters from getting damaged.
Who are the spellcasters?
The Rikus.
Literally
and Jun.
everyone but you.
I
The
know.
other two people
Um,
that were not you and me.
Yeah. So we've got to
With
keep our
all that
concentration.
talking, Ailey would have totally zoned out and would not have known the whole like
Yeah.
Jun and Thrakus trying to cast these
Yeah.
things. And the whole like order, turn order should just be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Anyway.
sitting with
And-
fucking
and
Hamon,
dead.
and then they're probably sitting playing with daggers.
True. Is
He was
someone
probably
coming with us?
teaching him knife tricks while
Hamon-
everyone was talking.
Amon does not want to be in a fight.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like, cool. You guys can go have your fight. I'm gonna hang out here somewhere until you guys get back.
If
This
we
isn't
are
here, is it? It's the other one.
if we are not back in time, head to and I'll point them towards Zipimo's shop out in Chicken Church Way. There will Zipimo will be showing up at some point tonight, I think. So if we're not back, go and see him.
All right.
He owes us.
Yes, explain that you know who we are, otherwise he'll probably just tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, sounds about right. Cool.
Alright.
All right. Walking. Horses. You want those?
Oh yeah.
Do we have
Well, we're
them?
trying to stealth in first, aren't
We
we?
left them at the.
up to you.
Well, is it half a day's ride or half a day's walk?
You know, there was not an exact. There was not an exact place given. Just
No, but
some
from what
ways
we
out.
do know.
But
We're trying to sneak,
probably-
though. The
it's
horses
probably-
are real fucking obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could take them for a bit and then sneak.
And leave
I'm
them.
fine either way.
Where do we leave them? That we can't just Oh, I suppose they do stop walking, don't they?
They do.
Hmm.
But,
They,
like, if anyone
either-
happens upon them, like a scout or
Mm.
anything, I
True.
feel like it's undue risk.
I'm also unsure whether or not we brought them on the train with us when we came here.
We did.
We
You
did.
basically always do.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we sort of left them there.
It's just
Yeah, because we weren't sure.
My-
We
as
didn't
far
want to
as I'm
bring
concerned-
more attention to ourselves.
as far as I'm concerned, you guys have taken the train. You've taken the horses on the train.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm pretty sure this was discussed.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
So, horses, no horses.
I vote no horses.
I agree, no
am-
horses.
I am fine with
That's
no
why
horses.
I asked whether we had been told that it was approximately a half day's walk or a half day's
So,
Yeah,
ride.
fair.
so a half day's ride from here is the midway point between Hiroga and Cowboy. Which you guys
Can
have
you
stayed at
show the
previously. Yes.
Can you show the big map then?
Activity. So, you guys have previously stopped here a couple of times now.
Yes.
One time with Rillin when he was dealing
And
with things.
So is that approximately where we're aiming?
Well, that is as a common rest stop for traders and a lot of other people to rest at because it is. No, hold on. No, that's a full day's ride. What am I thinking? That's a full day's ride.
So it's halfway to the halfway.
Yeah. So it'll be halfway to the half day. It's a half day. Fucking Jesus Christ.
So basically where we're on the map already.
So it'll be like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Alright.
it's not far. It's about the same. It'll be exactly the same even to go to the castle. It's about half day's ride to
It's
Belgalor's
basically if it
mansion.
will take the whole day to walk there, Ailey is very like, what the fuck? We might as well ride for at least half a day. But if it takes half a day to walk there, then okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
I mean,
was
it's only-
asking walk versus ride.
It would give you a riding would give you a couple of hours more.
Okay, yeah.
More time. It's not. You've got a very skilled tracker with you, who's very adept in this terrain. You're gonna make good time. Plus, also at this point, a lot of people out in this. Anybody who is here, who's going that way, would probably welcome the protection. If you wanted to like hop on board a caravan or something. There's
That's
also,
a good idea.
Also,
That is,
possi-
yeah,
Yeah.
that is not a bad idea.
Yeah. I forgot other people exist.
Mm.
Yeah.
Don't tend to rely
I'd
on
be
them.
happy to leave the horses in that situation. So yeah.
It's usually
fine.
just us.
Let us try and
Yeah.
hitch a ride.
As you
Sounds
guys get up to the
Damn it.
city gate, you see that the barricades that had been assembled when you guys had saw it before have been mostly moved out of the way to allow traffic coming in and out. You don't get, you see a bunch of guards look at you once you guys get close, but they don't ask you anything, don't say anything. They just, some of them sort of stand at attention even in respect as you guys get out of the city. You do see that there is a few caravans that have sort of stopped up, both in and outside of the city walls. It looks like some people are afraid to stay in the city tonight, and some people are afraid to,
Don't blame them.
and some are afraid to leave right now. But
Blame them either.
yeah, but as you guys leave, you do see a couple of caravan operators do look down at you guys, hopefully, hoping that you'll approach them. Essentially,
anybody
do.
that has like especially like not looking too well off and could use the help, I think we should go for.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be big enough that it would fit all of us, which might be a problem.
True.
But
Bear in
we
mind
don't
that
want it
if
to be
any-
flashy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll
Bear
a
in mind, if
perception
any
check.
of them
if
have
whoever's looking.
children, Ailey would want to go and protect them. So she would
So,
want to pick
who-
anyone that's like the
whoever's looking-
family of kids and stuff.
Whoever's looking, roll me a perception check.
Everyone. Not
Anyone,
just one
anyone,
person.
anyone who wants to look.
I
Okay.
think we're all looking, so
Perception. If my computer's not
My
going to freak
God.
out.
6 turned into 16.
That's what you get when your expertise is in perception.
Mhm.
He's a sharpshooter. He's got to.
I got a
Man,
3 that turned into 10.
Ailey's-
level
Hell yeah.
10.
Look at this
Level
perception
10,
people.
everybody.
And
So,
Ailey.
Yeah, but
Ailey's
like
9.
then, hang on, I mean, you can ignore this, but obviously, like then Ailey rolling is like
Yes,
for
correct.
that versus.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
Yes.
it's gonna be fine for us to convince someone to take
Hmm,
us.
yes.
But yeah, Ailey
that wasn't
did
really
not
going to be
see-
an issue. Either way,
Yeah,
Varys,
by the way-
Jin.
Oh no, I was trying to delete it. Not.
I can
no.
delete.
Instead,
It's
you
all
rolled with
good. We
disadvantage.
can ignore it.
Varys, Jin, and Thrakus all spot not so much a caravan, but a not in the sense that you've seen before, where there's lots of stuff on there. On the carriages, got a couple of horses pulling them, like even like a couple of caravans together, sort of thing. You just see you specifically looking out for someone on their less off. You see one guy who seems to have his young son sitting with him on this trailer, I guess. That would sit you all,
Open
of course.
carriage.
Open carriage. It's only being pulled by one horse, but it's a pretty strong looking horse.
Like a trailer.
Yeah, like a trailer. It's open carriage.
Making sure I'm visualizing the right thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything in it, but he is looking out at you guys, like, don't want to have to go back right now.
Are you okay there, friend?
Hi, yeah, just weighing my options.
I see. Could you possibly use some company on the road for a little bit?
Oh yeah, how far are you going?
From how far are
Half
we
a
going?
day's ride.
Well, it'd be a
About
quarter
half
of
a
a day's
day's ride?
ride if it was half a day's. Right?
It's not half and half.
I know,
It's
but
not
you know
lots of
what I
halving.
mean.
But
Probably
yes.
about a half day's journey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be more than willing to take you out that far.
Wonderful. We'll see to it that you are safe,
Thank you.
considering what's been happening.
Yeah, crazy times.
Definitely.
All right. He opens up the back of it. Puts you guys on. Helps Varys up.
Thank you.
No
I'm
problem.
sorry, small legs.
Yes, I'm well aware.
I just imagine like Ailey awkwardly climbing onto it and like kind of last, like the others would be on, and her like hitting everyone in the face with her wings as she like awkwardly poof. Like, as they've slowly gotten bigger and she's still not used to it.
Varys probably manages to avoid the wings because they're above his head, but if Ailey turns and just smacks him with the tail, that would probably make sense as well.
That's what would happen. She'd
This
get
is
like
more at his
Jun in the
height.
face with the wing, and then Varys in the face with the tail, but
Yeah.
probably misses Thrakus because she'd be being cautious.
It.
to not hit Codswallop. So she'd hit like everyone else.
Mhm.
Jin scowls at her.
I'm not sure how much feeling she would have to know whether she hit someone with a wing.
No, you'd feel
But
it.
she'd probably be like,
Probably.
there was something in the... Did something hit my tail?
Yeah, sorry, I managed to run my face directly into it. I don't know how that happened.
Dude.
Wow, that's a talent.
Apparently.
All right, you're all seated. Let's get going.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Takes you out of the city limits. You guys are not seeing what I'm seeing.
That's so handy.
That's funny.
Wonderful.
All right. Yes. Heading out. Looking out into Chicken Church as you head out. There are a whole load of just piles of corpses that are being burned right now. Just
And they listened to Ailey's advice about getting optimal
Yes.
fire situation
Yes.
going on. Everyone in a
Yes.
triangle like twigs.
yes, proper fires being burned.
Macabre as fuck.
Yeah, and see if you you imagine that it was probably happening a lot more earlier this morning, but you see a couple of people, probably city guards, just dragging bodies, doing the swing maneuver and hiff them onto the fire, and it's
That classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're all got their faces well covered, trying desperately to avoid the smell, but it is not helping.
You want a wet cloth over your face.
You see one of the guards look up at you as you go past it. What does it look like I'm wearing?
Fucking dry one.
Yeah, you've been standing in front of the fire too long.
Wet it again. Maybe
You
it's
see
fix
his,
them
well, you
off.
can see his eyes narrow underneath his mask and helmet.
Paris just
Can
kinda
I just
shrugs.
like do the fake him out, like flinch forward thing? Like,
He is
What?
way too. He's either way too tired or way too jaded to react.
Meh.
Can
I use my
The thumbs
cantrip?
up.
If you really want to, jeez.
Use a cantrip
my
just to
God.
make the fire
Cantrips
brighter.
don't cost spell slots,
Nope.
right?
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
I keep forgetting because I'm used to using it, and Ailey wants to cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh my god, no!
No, if it causes damage like that, it's not a cantrip generally.
So you use thaumaturgy
Just a
to
cantrip.
just make the fire brighter, or
Yeah, like really bright, right in front of him, as bright as I can.
no? That does elicit a few of them to step back.
I just like poke out my tongue and do the like thumb on my nose, wiggle my fingers at him thing.
Why are you
Why?
holding this poor man?
Are you
Ailey!
really? Are you really
No,
rolling this?
no.
See how it works?
no,
I
Ailey.
pushed the wrong button.
Oh my gosh!
Just ignore that.
We're going
Yeah,
into
you
battle.
go.
You save your fucking spell slots, I swear.
It's
It
not a
doesn't- it
spell
says
slot, it's a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Just a cantrip.
Cantrip.
Thankfully,
It
but
only
still.
does
Oh.
1d4 of psychic damage.
It does 2d4.
I mean, that's
Oh,
It's
fine.
yeah,
last
wait,
level
no,
5.
how... I,
Yeah,
2d4
you're
because I-
leveling up.
It
now,
rolled
so-
2d4 for you before
Yeah.
when you did it.
When I get to 11, it's 3d4.
Mhm.
Does the same for other cantrips as well, like firebolt and things.
Correct. Anyway, you make
I
it
mean,
out
if
of
you
the
really
city
want to, I don't
limits.
mind it.
Yeah, make it out of the city limits in the smell. Yeah, go into the grasslands. It is only probably like an hour or two before you see another fire burning. A smaller, much smaller smoke trail coming up from directly south of where you guys are. It does appear that you are coming up upon the camp. Probably within the next hour.
So like a campfire, not more bodies burning. All
Yeah, I
right.
thought it was
no.
more bodies.
No,
Yeah, same.
no, it is seems
All
to
this-
be a campfire. It is not. You're not getting the. Yeah,
There's no
the
flesh
pure-
or in this
Flesh?
fire.
I mean, you can't. It's very much at a distance now. It's gonna be another hour before you get to it. But it is. You can see that it is. It is probably of a campfire nature. It's not burning as black. It's not burning as large.
We used to campfires. We know what they look like.
Exactly.
So it's only been a couple of hours, you said?
Yes.
They're closer
And,
than we thought.
And you said it was about an hour away from where we are?
Yeah. So it's about. It was about a grand. It's going to be about a grand total of 3 to 4 hours of travel before you get there. But it does seem to be a little off of the trail, so it's not like they've set up directly on on the trail.
Yeah.
They've set up a little bit into the trees, probably a clearing somewhere along inside of it. But
Some of my favorite places. So nice of them.
So, what's the plan?
Do we want
Ailey's
to
just following the others.
do we want to get off the wagon early and go through the forest towards it, or
Yeah, because we're wanting to stealth up to this, right? Because we're trying to catch her off guard.
Apparently.
we want to try to? Yes,
Yeah. And that's probably a good idea.
rather than coming from the road, the trail itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've
Because
still got to make sure that these people are okay when we leave them.
They will be safer with us occupying the tieflings, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, no zombies have come out, so they should be okay for a while.
That is
Knew
to
we
say, have we noticed any zombies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
that would have
right.
been something
You're
we're
right.
on the lookout for.
Roll perception checks for the time that you've been. So
Oh,
whoever's out looking during those couple of hours, roll me perception.
I mean,
check.
Ailey's definitely on the lookout for zombies. She's having a great time with this.
Oh yeah, Jonah's absolutely.
Holy, see? I told you she's enjoying it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're on a mission.
Yeah, you guys have got your eyes
Okay.
absolutely peeled. As you
We're on a mission
making
from
your way.
gods.
Yeah.
Ew, don't say that.
Gods plural. It's many of them.
It's
Yuck.
true.
Many.
Yes. As you got your eyes out, eyes peeled quite a bit. Trying to figure out. We're trying to see what's going on. The usual. Your eyes are darting around all over the place. See anything that moves. Any movement at all, you guys you're drawn to.
We're
Any
being
movement
diligent.
in the trees. Any bird that comes
And no
across.
sign of
You see a couple of.
people burning bodies or lots of dead bodies somewhere
No,
that have been
once you're-
killed.
Once you're out of the proper out of the city limits, you're not seeing any single trace of it. You guys do notice a cemetery that you guys had previously come across on your way up, that you hadn't really noticed on your first when you guys normally come through. The only reason you notice it now is because there are a couple of guards stationed at it, and it looks like there's just piles of dirt where bodies have raised from the grave. here.
Plus, does that look like it's far enough out that, like, maybe it's not us causing it? Or does it look close enough that it could be us?
It looks like
causing
this
it?
is where this is where they came from. Like
Some of the
there's-
hordes came
yeah,
from.
there's probably a several graveyards like this nearby that have been
Alright,
exactly
so it
where it
is
came
really close to the city.
from. Yeah, this is as you're leaving the city limits. This is
Okay,
where
sweet. I
the
wasn't sure.
yeah, this is at the very beginning of your
Incursion
journey.
point.
But yeah, past that point, you don't see any burning bodies. You don't see even any city guard. You see maybe a couple of people. People who've been walking the journey for some reason instead of taking a caravan or whatever. They're
Oof.
Subtle
trekking
dig.
it. Yeah,
Why?
trekking it. Pretty tired looking, a lot of them. But otherwise, nothing.
Nothing.
You spot a couple of giant ants, looking like they're very very much teasing
Oh,
the
another
edge,
giant bugs again.
teasing the edge of the forest.
They're edging the forest.
Edging the forest,
No.
before returning back to whatever their home is, but not tempting to attack anybody on the road. But other than that, not a whole lot of else. It's a beautiful day though.
Beautiful day to kill someone.
Actually, is it a beautiful day?
Good question.
No,
You're
it's
the only one that would know.
no, it's slightly drizzling.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful day.
Yeah.
The rain
Not
means
bad.
you can smell things.
Yeah. I mean, it's not drizzling. It's not like a downpour or anything like that. It's like a sun shower more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the good kind, because it makes all the smells fresher. You can smell stuff better.
True.
Is that a weird tiefling thing to
Yeah,
say?
it's dampening.
Probably.
It's definitely helping with the smell of burning bodies, as well.
Ah,
Dampening that down.
you
But
know,
yeah.
to
Hopefully
be
they're
fair,
downwind.
Ailey's probably used to the smell of burning flesh. Just, in general.
She
Yes.
did smell it just yesterday.
Yes, and also her brother.
Yeah,
And no, and you.
I know.
And her.
but like,
Yeah, she's burned
but
a
it's
lot of
also
bodies.
something that like,
So she's got the experience of her own fire actually burning and acid burning too, which is even more pungent.
Yeah.
gross, very
Blech.
astringent.
Anyway,
I'm more meaning that your nose forgets these
That's
things
why
very
I
quickly.
say if there's
Mm.
ever, like, if someone ever gets an acid burn, Ailey should totally have advantage on helping heal that, because she would have dealt with her brother for so long.
yes.
Like,
He agreed.
have a
He agreed.
fire
We're gonna hold him to that.
Yeah, you will have advantage on the medicine check against acid burns, 100%.
Yes.
Not that it'll help you that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta remember that though. That's the monkey's paw here.
And vice versa, though. Oran would for fire burns.
I mean, you'd also have it on fire burns because you've also
Yeah.
probably assisted
Yeah.
yourself. But yeah, fit lot of good it'll help you with. Anyway,
Oh yeah, no.
what is the plan here? You're about an hour out. You're gonna get close enough and just jump off. You're gonna jump off now. How are you gonna do this?
I'd rather jump off now so that we can scout out from a larger area, because we don't know how far out any scouts they might have are. We don't know how many tieflings there
Fade
have been.
Yes.
Yeah, do they have enough tieflings left to have scouts? But we don't know.
It's fair, and I would like to keep these people out of danger as well. I feel like if we wait until we're right on the camp and then we get out, it could lead to problems for
It could-
anybody
it-
traveling on the road.
Yeah, it could implicate them essentially. Could lead
Mm.
to, if things don't go our way, then them searching caravans regularly, and roughing
Mhm.
people up. It's not what we want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Time
hop
to
on
dust
down.
off our boots.
Absolutely. Sir, could you please stop the caravan?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
all
just
right.
gonna jump out.
No,
So
I
you,
was going
you
to
just
let
you
know.
just jump out as Eris is saying. He pulls the
Yeah.
reins a little bit, slows it down. Sure, you getting off here? There's nothing really out
Yes,
there.
we will be. Trust me, there is, but you are better off not knowing what it is. Thank you very much for your help, though.
You're very welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your trip. Stay safe.
Thanks.
All that sort of stuff.
You too.
And I will reach into the bag of holding and take out a gold and give it to him.
You see him like grin and like directly hand it from your hands into his son's hands. It lights up. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Aww.
No worries. Have a good day.
You too. Yeah.
And
And
Wonderful.
continues to ride off.
Trot.
Mhm.
Yep.
Exactly. So,
Let's go.
getting closer. Stealth checks, please.
Cool. So, do you think we're within an hour?
If we
an
are
hour's
now,
walk.
yes.
Yeah.
Within an hour?
Yes. Within an hour.
Oh, I can't do it from there. I need to do it from here.
Do you think Ailey's hidden?
Yes,
There
with
we
a
go.
38. Yes.
Yeah.
No, 28.
It's
No,
38
no.
with a pass
Pass
without a
Without a
trace.
trace.
Oh god.
That's
I just saw the pass without a trace.
Mhm.
amazing.
There's a 20, 25, 38, and 29.
Oh,
Oh,
and
man.
Ailey's flying, probably.
God's
Air
wallet.
scout.
yeah, damn
So,
right.
I'm at 27.
Oh, do I have advantage because woods and grassland?
Mm.
Yes, yes, you would. You can roll an advantage on that stuff, Jane.
Hell yeah.
That one.
I have the same.
You do. You do. Cool.
4 to a
I was
10's not
wondering why
bad.
you
With a
used it when
+1.
all of us did
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
well, and then there's your roll.
Mhm.
I mean, it's
Also
still a
means that
20,
Yep.
We also can't be tracked.
You sure
Yeah.
can.
especially
That's
magically,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
which is also...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
This is what Pass Without a Trace is for! The
mhm.
woods! I can feel it in my
Trying to remember what-
bones! The trees! I want to kiss them.
All right. So, moving quietly, but quickly, because you get past the trace, you don't have to worry about sound too much. You make good time and get you know, get pretty close. You can now very much tell you are, very much tell that it is a campfire now. In fact, probably a few campfires, some small, some big, or one big, couple of small ones. Can I
I
get
have a
whoever's
question.
okay?
How long do my shadow stepping boots last for again? It says 1 day use a bonus action, gain 1 extra attack. But like,
Pretty
could she
sure
activate
it's
them now?
only 10 rounds, so it is for
Oh, it is
a
for
minute.
10.
Yes, so you get the extra attack for 10 rounds for a minute.
Yeah, but the shadow thing
Yeah,
is
the
all
teleport. The teleport you can hold on.
day. Do once.
You can do once per rest. So every short rest you can teleport as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just like, should she click them beforehand? But no, she should click them as soon as she gets in.
Yeah, if she wants to. Okay, cool. So
Mhm.
you guys looking out for
For scouts.
For scouts.
Anything.
so whoever's
that we could be
looking
seeing.
whoever is looking out for those.
Ailey is definitely she's doing a flyover probably with that sneak.
Okay.
Bird's eye view. And someone else can have eye view or whatever.
So, For you, Ailey,
Mm-hmm.
you see 6 tents somewhere up in a little clearing. That's where the smoke is coming from. One is quite large.
Yeah.
Look pretty fancy, honestly. Then you see them off in the distance. Looking down and quickly around, you don't see any movement in the trees. And same with Varys and Thrakus. Just looking in the general straight shot, and you can see the camp in the distance. But you don't see anybody currently on scout duty. At least where you're at.
Ailey will pass
Can
on
I-
the information. I don't know. Do we have a base camp that I can draw a map at?
By that, do you mean a tree?
Sure.
You can press on a tree.
It's a hang on. If Skelly re-describes, I can draw it in paint.
Oh,
So
no.
she saw 6 tents.
Excellent.
6 tents. One is larger than the others. They're
Okay, but,
surrounding
what's
like a
the layout?
campfire.
Like north, south, east, west. How's it looking?
You got 3 in the south, 1 in the north, 1 in the east.
3 in the south.
3 in the south, 1 in the north,
1 in
1
the
in
north.
1 in the east, and 1 in the west.
1 in the west.
The
And
big,
which one's
the big one is in the west.
So that one is the extra big one. Okay. And what else? Where was the campfire that
It's
she
like
saw?
they're all surrounding the main campfire, but there's a few
Okay.
smaller fires around them.
Main campfire, and then the smaller campfires just around the place. Okay. And then are they in like a clearing? Like, are there trees everywhere?
There are trees sporadically around them, but they are in quite a clearing. Yes.
Sorry, Skelly, I should have asked this earlier.
Mhm.
Is it making
Could I
big
have
trees?
spent a little bit of time on the caravan identifying one of my spicy bullets?
You sure may have.
Sweet. So just the one of them. So I have 6 now unidentified and a new one, whatever that is.
Okay. Roll your. Is it the
All right. Where
just the
is
pistol
mine?
bullets?
The new spicy bullets, the ones that were summoning based, I think.
Okay. Roll a d4.
I will momentarily show. Hopefully this works. Doop, 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 doop. No.
That's a 3.
Yes, ta-da! This is Ailey's map. I will
Where
be
have
sharing
you-
it with the group.
Where have you
But
shown?
I'm just showing it on Twitch first before I show
Oh,
it
you.
to the group.
You're a Twitch. I see.
Yeah. All right, now back to
Okay,
D&D.
I've opened up your Twitch stream. Hold on. Show it
Oh.
again.
Okay, show it again. You can tell me how wrong it is before.
Well, my now stream could actually see the camp, so they'll know.
There you go. That's Ailey's.
It's not actually too wrong. Not actually too
The
wrong.
arrows of the trees.
Mhm.
Accidentally somehow colored one of the little fires green. But yeah. This
Anyway,
is Ailey's map that she would have drawn on the ground. Probably with
That's-
similar shapes too.
that's another unicorn summoning one.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, unicorn.
So that's 2 of those.
This is another point into Ailey's drawing skills in her notebook.
I think you can
Alright.
but hold on, let me check. Put those in journals.
Yes, but I don't think anyone else can see.
I'd have to
them,
share it
is-
if you put it in your own journal, then I can share it with people. But either way, you all get a description and a nice image once they figure out how to show it to you.
There you go. It's going into Discord.
Yeah, it's going into Discord of the camp layout. You can take it with a grain of salt, but it seems like it's the gist of what the layout of the camp is.
I assume we're
Haley's
gonna get to
excited.
see the camp layout.
You will
at some
you will
point.
eventually, once you get there, be able to see it
Yeah.
properly.
I'm
But
curious
yeah, at
how
this
much
point,
it
all you
matches
guys
up.
from the point that you guys are currently at, all you're seeing is a tent off in the distance, and where the smoke is coming out. But beyond it, no other trackers or anything. But Thrakus going to get you to roll a survival check as well.
100% I can.
And you'll have advantage on that.
And advantage. 17.
You're seeing a lot of footprints.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the general area. It looks like there were quite a few people here. And it looks like most recently the crew that you had recently run into, that you killed pretty much all of, had come the direction that you guys are coming from, in a roundabout way. Muddy footprints for a lot of them, and nothing leading back. And yeah, you're seeing where there would have been a scout's trail, but it doesn't look like they have the manpower to be doing there right now, as you seem to have taken out a fair chunk of the people that were here.
A lot of empty tents.
You're not seeing tent. This is just from the footprint. This is from the
Right.
from the tracks that Thrakus is seeing.
Okay.
They're
I'll let the group know.
the trekking skills.
Pointing it all out.
Add to the map.
Yeah. We're like,
Number of
see this
suspected
is a set
people.
of hoof prints, and this is a set of hoof prints. Okay. This is where this one pissed on a tree.
Yeah. You're thinking that there was probably roughly 20, 25 of them before, and there's probably closer to 15 now.
Wait, we only killed like 10? God.
Well, you guys only killed like 5.
Yeah.
So it's probably that that in their attempts to attack the city have lost other people as well. Which makes sense. That the city guard were kind of holding themselves up a little bit against them to start off with. So they've probably managed to take out at least 5 of them.
Yeah.
But
So we're looking at about 15.
Yeah.
That's including anarchists.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Do you point out these tracks?
Yeah.
Okay. Varys will be uncannily able to tell you exactly which footprints are your mother's.
These ones are from your mother. Don't ask me how, I just know.
It's because of the boot prints, isn't it?
Pretty much. I mean, she nearly stomped on my face when she jumped over, so it's pretty easy to go, well, that would have crushed my entire head, and that's about the same size.
It's more that it seems like there's still, for him, that seems like there's still heat radiating off the
And I can see
The
the
ground.
boots.
I mean, there's many reasons for you to. Yeah.
I can kind of track her. It's like there's heat on it. It's strange.
Do you have the hots for my mother?
Absolutely not. I want her boots and nothing else.
You have the hots for her boots. Okay, that I can deal with.
I don't have the
I
hots for
agree
the
about
boots.
the
I mean,
boots.
they're pretty cool boots.
I mean,
And
Varys, we already know you're a furry. It's okay if you have a foot fetish. You are
What?
down there already.
I'm very confused. What is a furry? What? You said that same thing with a druid
You
girl.
will
I'm
like
very
pat him
confused.
on the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Varys is just nonplussed. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Wait, what?
What? What is that?
Anyway, what are you guys doing now that you sort of gathered less people, no scouts currently? What's the actions?
Sneak
Do
closer.
we...
Getting closer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Get close enough for
Can I hear anything?
when you get close enough, you do hear maybe mild celebration. You hear a couple of jeers, a couple of yells. Some people probably drinking a little bit too much in the morning. And obviously a fire raging. The occasional clatter of logs onto itself as it's burned through another layer. I will put you on the map.
Fancy new map.
Ooh, texture.
Not bad. From
Yeah.
her drawing, like even
Yeah,
it being
it
off
was pretty-
slightly was pretty fucking close.
pretty close.
The campfire's not so much, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, you can make out from this distance, through the trees and stuff, there are definitely tieflings in a few of these tents. Yeah. Some of them look like they're having a good time. Some of them look like they are not. Specifically in this large tent, the ones that you can see through the open tent windows and doors.
Suspicious.
They look like they're talking about something serious.
Then why are the others having fun?
No
What do
idea.
you want to do about the other lot before we deal with your mother?
We have to surprise her. Can we make a distraction? But also we need to know exactly where she is.
None of you have spotted her in this fight.
Yeah.
What sort of distraction are we talking?
Even with Ailey's 19 perception?
Yes, she appears to not be in a specific tent, part of the tent that is not visible from the outside.
I'm gonna presume she's in the big one.
Seems likely.
That's Ailey's 2 cents for the situation.
Our plan would fall apart pretty quickly if we started getting attacked by several other tieflings.
Yeah.
We will need to take out the other tieflings anyway. But yes, I would not like to start fighting them until we know where your mother is.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any areas that we could sneak to that are closer? So we could get a better view for where she could potentially be?
I mean, you can get to these trees, and then get closer up to the line of trees.
Ailey still fly
sneaking.
sneakily, or nah?
Not really. I mean,
Looks like it might be a bit of a clearing, so...
Yeah, they would probably spot her too. So.
I would say that if you wanted to do that, I'd you roll another stealth check at disadvantage. I mean, you're still pretty stealthy, so you can still pull it off.
Would it still also have
Pass without a trace is still on, yeah.
Depends on how high you get. You'd have to be within 30 feet of Thrakus.
I can also climb.
Did anyone other than Thrakus' mother make it back from that fight?
No. The only other one that
so
the only one that was unaccounted for was one that was turned into a chicken. And that one of the city guard had run away with the chicken to attempt to kill to deal with the tiefling.
Well, it was still a
So
once it returned from being a chicken.
So Thrakus' mum would be unaware of what happened to that particular tiefling.
Yes,
And did Jun get a look at him
Oh, yeah.
before he turned into a chicken?
definitely.
Okay. Jun's gonna just like wink at Thoricus and take on the form of this tiefling and have his cloak mimic whatever the fuck the tiefling was wearing at the time.
Mm-hmm. Uncanny.
Seems much better.
And he's just gonna wander off towards the tents. And maybe not straight from where the rest of the group is.
Mm, mm.
Okay. I'll give you
Maybe
control.
kind of where's the road closest?
The road.
Yeah.
That'll be a good hour's walk in the other direction.
Sorry, which side of the
So
I know
your
we-
side. So
Oh, okay.
like you guys came from that direction. You could get to the road straight that way or that way, but either way, it would
Okay.
probably be about an hour's
So-
walk.
Jun's probably going to want to come in more from this angle.
Okay. Is everybody
While
following?
Jun's doing that,
No,
we
well-
could go to the trees, right?
Mm.
Use that
Okay.
to move up.
I mean, Ailey will try and
Basically, get yourself in a
Sneaky
position that you want to
fly.
be in once. Get yourself into a position you want to be in that you're coming into this area. So we'll say that Jin took the time to go a little bit further of one of you guys and come in from a direct angle.
did it disadvantage, right?
Yep, so it's still a 19. And
So
29
long
while,
as I'm near
29
Thoricus,
while
that's
you're
the-
moving, 30 feet of Thoricus. Alright. So if you guys want to approach from that direction, that's fine. You want to get closer to the
I
trees?
know
or,
that Ailey would want to be
Yeah.
somewhere more like over here. Wow, that took ages to like drag.
You've also got do we want to move to these
Where are you
trees
going,
or
Ailey?
to those trees over there?
It's so tiny and laggy that I'm like trying to... But basically, I was trying to see where I could get a good view because of all the weird light things.
Yeah, so these
blocking
are like
everything.
the tents have like windows in them essentially that have been rolled up.
Yeah,
And big,
like even her
covered
flying over
doors.
top, it's gone all weird.
Yeah,
It doesn't account for.
I know.
I don't have
the- yeah.
ceilings, unfortunately. So
But as is, she can see a bunch of people from like this tree here, which was I think where Varys was trying to point out that we should be.
I was asking whether we wanted to go there or there.
which one do you want to go to?
Wait, you guys pick and just put Ailey. Yeah.
Okay.
The Rikers?
Which set of trees
Do
you
you have
want
a
to be in?
preference?
I reckon that one, because then you're at a greater angle than where Jun is.
Yeah.
We can see more stuff. Yeah.
And
sure.
yeah.
And that as well.
Off we go.
But yeah, Ailey will be like
Whee!
flying at whatever 30 feet or whatever
30
it
feet
is.
up?
No, 20 feet. No, what's she normally
20 to
fly at?
20 feet.
15 feet? 10 feet? 15 feet?
15 feet.
Mm.
No, yeah. It does
I
depend
guess
on the
for
height.
this-
15 to 20.
It
so
does
you stay
depend
out
on
of
the
range.
Yeah, it often depends on the thingy. But like, so obviously for the trees, you'll want to be able to peek over the top of the trees.
15 feet up. You're at the top of the trees. You can see out of them.
It should be like, ta-da!
Yeah.
That's on top of a tree, right?
Sure. All right.
So
Jen.
with my limited vision, I can count 5, 6 tieflings. I think 5 or 6. I can't tell if that's feet or not. In
I
that
was
corner.
trying to
I think it's
decide
5.
if. So for
I-
Ailey, she thinks. Is that the right button? No. Ailey thinks that one's your mother. But she
Which
can't
one?
tell.
Which
The
one?
one in the big tent that they see.
No, because Anarchus has her own.
Yeah. So
Thing.
these ones are dressed
But-
in like
They're
culty
priestesses.
roby things. The men are dressed in in a
Because
barbarian
that one has a white outline, is
leathery
why
sort
she
of thing.
thinks that one is.
Right,
But it could
nah.
be that other weird one that
So-
was there, right?
So you would know Anarchus
ironically,
because they have a circular token.
yeah,
Oh,
ironically,
that's
Anarchus doesn't look like my token.
Yeah.
But the ones
Yes.
that look like my token
Yeah, the ones
that's
that look
right.
are the
I forgot that was the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, I don't think she spotted your mum in any point of this, but she has spotted like one or two, and then like 2 or 3, and then like 1, maybe 2 in there.
Yeah. I could definitely count 5.
Jun is going to saunter into the camp as if he belongs there, but also with a little bit of a limp.
Okay.
Like,
Yes.
like acting like he's been fighting and he's had this hard, long journey by himself to get home. But he does belong there.
Pity walk.
Where's the entry to this particular tent?
Yeah.
Okay. He's probably gonna open it and poke his head round to see if there's anyone in there.
There is.
Is there
And
anyone?
they will spot you. And they'll look
Sorry.
up and guess first.
I just want to say that Varys is going to click his boots together now,
Okay,
so that he has his stuff ready in that sense.
fair enough.
Is it Therikus' mum that's in there?
No, it is a male tiefling who looks up at you. Like, vision of recognition comes over his face. It's a little bit older than the ones that you've been running into, but not too much older, at least for a tiefling. He looks up at you. You see him. It's like sort of half grin coming on his face. Xeris, you made it.
John's gonna growl, "Of course I did! Where is she?"
What do you mean?
I'll go find her. And he kind of wanders
Roll
off
a-
before.
Roll a performance check for me, please.
Amazing.
Oh,
Okay.
oh no!
Oh dear.
Shit.
Roll the dice on that one, I'm afraid.
Oh no!
Oof. Big,
You
big
hear
oof.
him like start trudging out after you. Varys, wait! What are you doing?
I was a chicken! I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind.
Roll
It's
another
gonna
roll another performance check for me.
I've been hit by confusion about a chicken.
Oh no!
All right. Another roll. Oh,
Jesus.
Very
Wait, you
light.
mean another one of his harebrained schemes is going poorly? What?
Who could have foreseen this?
you hear him run up directly behind you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go, what do you want, old man?
He grabs
Can we
your shoulder.
See this?
Oh yeah, you can see it from there.
Oh, okay.
He
In that
lays his
case,
hand on your
Bailey's
shoulder
getting
and
ready
starts
to
like
fly there.
and tries to pull you around.
I want to shrug him off and keep walking.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Good. Why can't I find the things on my sheet?
Yeah, I know that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Alright, you slip him off.
Oh.
You may move your full movement.
Okay. What is my full movement? That is a great question.
30 feet. Anywhere here.
30 feet. So yeah, about there. That's probably where I want to go.
All right.
I'm just going to keep storming my way through the camp until I find her.
Okay. Well, this guy will
Really?
step a little bit forward. He doesn't seem to be following you now. And he will shout out, "Intruder!"
That's what I was gonna say. How much with Ailey could she see and determine that it was going that badly?
Oh, you could see
for her?
you could see 100% it was going bad.
I mean, I suppose I'm at least causing a distraction.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
yeah.
that case, like, she would have abandoned the whole, like, she would have just stuck with the 19, so don't know if people would have seen her. But she would have flown onto the roof.
Okay.
Of, like, I don't know where I can kind of put her that's like, this is the roof, because...
Just put it there.
Yeah, that'll do. But yeah, she would have sort of flown to the... If they're tents, I presume they're pointy. So in theory, you know, she would have been more kind of around there, maybe. But,
Yeah, so they
she
like
can
have
see
like
June, but try
sticking out
to...
of
June's,
bits.
yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, so she would have flown closer, ready to be like,
Okay.
So she definitely is... One of the first things she'll do is Assassin's Creed the guy that yelled intruder as soon as she gets the chance.
Okay.
So you just let me know when she
So you're
can
preparing
just
that.
do that.
Varys and Thrakus. You also see this going poorly. What are you guys preparing?
I mean, it's poorly by one definition.
So you see both of the failed. You see both of the failed performance checks, and that's when I'm saying you're preparing from. So the point just before he grabs Jun. What are you guys preparing?
I'm back. What have I missed?
Jun failed
How
2
long have you been
performance
gone
checks
for?
pretending to be Zeros.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I was there for that.
yeah.
I left just after I heard Jun shrugged the
Yeah,
guy off.
They
and
shrugged the
something
guy
about
off.
intruder.
They moved over here. We're saying that from preparing from that point, Ailey had flown over and is on top of the tent. Can see that it's going badly. What is Varys and Thrakus doing? Okay, you got some time just before this happens. Before he
Ailey
yells
can fly
intruder.
that far because she can fly.
Yeah.
Is it 60 feet?
Yes, you can
But
fly
you're
60
probably
feet.
not going to be able to get very far.
No.
The boots are currently activated, so that's
true.
not
You
a
do have double
huge
movement.
problem. Double movement. I think Varys is going to load up a summon clockwork bullet into his gun and ready to fire in case things are going to go down. So that way they've got another ally in the fight straight away.
Cool. And Thrakus, what are you preparing?
Telling Codswallop to stay behind.
Thrakus?
Sorry, just to get it out of the way, I'm going to cast Shield of Fortitude on Varys, because that was the agreed upon person, because...
I
Cool.
will probably
Yeah.
be taking the hits.
+2 to AC.
Ooh, that's a fresh 22 there then.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, I need to actually have my shield equipped. There we go.
Mhm.
Now it's 22.
Cool. Is that all you're doing? You may also move if you want. Pair and attack.
Is this a tree?
It's kind of like a bush.
But it wouldn't really
No, not really.
shield me. It's kind of hard to tell.
That's kind of more like a shrub.
A shrub. What kind of tree is on the
Shrubbery.
ground? Yeah. I mean, the whole point is, I'm not trying to be seen.
Mhm.
at least until my mum turns up, because I need
Okay.
to not be hit as well.
Makes sense.
Plus,
So you're just gonna
You're
hide
probably
behind
the
this tree,
spell,
staying over
yeah.
there.
So, well, in the tree.
hiding in the tree.
I am in the tree.
Okay. Roll
Um,
me a acrobatics check with advantage.
I mean, yeah, of course. Everything's at advantage right now.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Da da da. And I got advantage.
Cool. Yeah, no problem getting up that tree. You wanna, how far up do you wanna be? Like 10, 15 feet?
I'll take 15.
Perfect. 15 feet. You like barely poking your head out the top of the tree. Yep. Yeah, you got good footing up the top of it. You could absolutely shoot your bow from there, but I will. So you cannot prepare and take just yet. That is fine. Now we're going to go into action, which is this guy is going to yell out to everybody, "Intruder!" And that is where
Ailey can Assassin's Creed.
Ailey can do what they want to do.
So is that like,
So you can
is that
drop
allowed an
down.
on-hand, an off-hand, and a sneak attack? Or
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's a full attack turn.
And bonus action is clicking the boots.
Okay,
So
then
that
that's
means
not. So there's no
offhand
offhand.
What?
That means no offhand. Offhand is a bonus.
Yeah.
Is your bonus action.
That's what I just realized. That's
But
why I
it
was
is
like,
a.
actually.
But you will have
just
an extra attack though.
attack. So that's what I'm saying. Instead, the offhand
It's just another attack.
is another attack with
Yeah.
a different item.
Oh, this guy looks so happy. He's about to be murdered.
Okay.
Oh,
7.
well, I forgot to push that.
That's fine.
Yes.
Attack.
So
Actually, roll advantage on all of those as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because if you crit,
Falling from the trees. That's still exactly a 20. Oh, I don't
Alright.
know what their armor class is, but
So-
hopefully that still hits.
everyone is watching. See Ailey come out, short sword in one hand, dagger in the other hand, just wings out, slam into the back of this guy. 2 blades, just one
I'm
in the
Amphibian.
neck. Like the dagger goes into the neck, right under the collarbone, and the short sword of sharpness goes into the side of him, and just ripping out him, and does just a massive chunk of damage to him. But he just like pushes them off and turns around. It's like, ah.
I'm gonna presume, like, just with everything that happened, like, that she would not have the movement to be able to, like, you know.
I mean, you
fly
can still
back
do
up.
your disengage thing if you want.
No, but that's a bonus action. So I
Yeah.
can't disengage.
No, you don't have to disengage. You've got your thing, so you can still get up. I would say you can still go up your 15 feet.
So, enough to be able to go back up on the tent, or just that would be within 60
yes.
feet. Yeah.
5,
Right.
you're 5 feet up.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Varys?
Well, he's already shouted, so I think we're already rumbled.
Does seem to be the case.
So might as well go loud, I guess. And we are within. I think I just counted out, so it should be correct. But I am within 60 feet of this person.
Yes, you are.
So I am still within my first range increment,
Mhm.
and I am going to fire at him. And I'm using Misfortune's Maiden for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'm firing my Summon Clockwork bullet. It's a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Cool.
Piercing
Yeah.
damage.
Going well.
Hey. Don't know what that does.
Don't know why that
it
is.
shows that I've used it at
Yep.
least.
Yep. I did not need to be a crit. Okay.
Must be a crit. Why are you just like banging on its crit? That poor little clockwork.
Can the clockwork have advantage on its summon because of that crit?
Like,
Sure,
I'm
actually,
proud of
yeah,
that
why not?
clockwork.
Advantage on its initiative?
They can have advantage on their initiative, sure.
Because I'm sure they have nothing to add to it anyway.
Yeah. It's a 4. They are hexed.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Disadvantage on Constitution saves. Yes, that is what that does. And we got Clockwork Boy. Clockwork Boy.
Clockwork boy.
Clockwork Boy. Alright, you have advantage on this initiative. Cool.
Sweet.
Wait, do you get advantage on sneak attacks? Like, could I have rolled that again?
If you'd crit on that attack, then you would have got double the sneak attack. That's why I got you the roll advantage on it. Because it very, very well could have killed him instantly.
Yeah. That's why, like, I'm pretty
Nice.
sure I can kill him next round, but just in case. But is that the one that's just been hexed?
Mm-hmm.
Hexed and has a clockwork on him.
Yep, no, there's a clockwork on him.
Which
Cool.
means I would then have advantage on him because there's a friend next to them with
You
no
had
one
advantage
else.
anyway because you're stealth. That's why I gave you.
No,
because you had
but
it.
I'm meaning because now that I'm not stealthed.
Yes,
you
you will have
will
it. You will
sneak
still.
have
You will still have
advantage,
advantage on him. Yes.
Yeah.
And because he doesn't have any friends around him, you also get sneak attack. So, one targets for you. Anyway, roll initiative.
Sweet.
The best part.
So was the plan to banish what's her face,
Oof, that was such bad.
and then while she's banished, cast a magic circle in that area?
Correct.
Indeed.
Okay.
That was the hope.
So
plan
we
was
want to
like-
make sure we know exactly where she is when we banish her, is the idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oop. And
I forgot what the magic circle does again, but you know, that's fine. Ailey doesn't need
Same.
to know.
I also forgot I'm casting it.
that's
Nice.
pretty handy. I'm just gonna roll because I have advantage on initiative from my sword. So
Yep.
I'm just gonna roll that again. It was worse. So it's just the first one anyway. What is the point in having a +9 to initiative when you roll so low?
Mhm.
I know, right?
I see. 16. It was a 16.
16.2.
Like, mine's +3, but I still.
Yeah, the
rolled
clockwork got
still.
a 16 on his advantage. So,
Yeah.
Thoricus, your initiative, and Codswallop.
Not quite wallet.
1.
Poor boy.
It's a D20 for Codswallop, right?
It should be on a sheet. You can just roll it.
No, because he's an NPC, remember?
He's not anymore.
Oh, wait, no, there it is.
Hey.
Has
He
he been
is a-
officially added as like a
He
pet
is
or
a level
something?
5 fighter.
Ah.
The hero character.
He's a good boy.
Oh, our baby is all grown
Best
up.
boy.
Yeah, actually, let me show the stream. He's
He's
dog. Woof. He gets 2 extra dicks and 1 extra cum.
he's actually got a decent armor class.
Yeah, because he's got fucking bullet armor right now.
I mean, yeah, but
Hell yeah,
also,
he does.
like,
And also he's got high dexterity, so yeah, of course his armor classes. He's a dog.
he's the goodest of boys.
Go.
Exactly. I think he gets good boy later at a different level. Anyway,
How dare you hold him back from that?
Excuse me, he's proved himself.
he is a good boy, 100%. But I mean, he gets the ability good boy.
Oh,
What the
see.
fuck is that?
Wow, I look
We'll
forward to
figure it out
find
when
out,
we get
I'm
there.
sure.
Right. So
Let me guess, you're ending it there.
it is 10:30, so it is up to you if you would like to go for a round. But I think you probably should end it there. What
I think it's a
thoughts?
more natural place to end than partway through.
Yes, I do believe so myself. Cool.
We had our
Yeah.
surprise round, basically.
You did get your surprise round.
And we know that we come straight to combat next time.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, still no sign. Yeah, even Jen at their advanced position has not seen Anakus yet.
But we have seen a lot of tieflings.
And there are a lot of tieflings.
And Ailey is very excited to burn a lot of bodies. Even though she's aware that tieflings don't burn like this. And
Very
honestly,
well.
should have saved the acid potion for this one. But, you know, she'll
Anyway.
find a way.
We'll get there. Yes. Thanks everybody for joining us for D&D. Tomorrow we'll be back. Wednesday, the whole fun will be back playing Ember. Thursday, I'm not sure what we're playing now. We've finished Baldur's Gate, we'll figure it out. Friday,
yeah.
Saturday, Random Guy will be back. Sunday,
Don't
more
run
beef. And then Monday, right back here, we will see how this goes down. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks everybody for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was Skelly on Farno over on you now. I'm now back on Twitch.
Yes.
For now.
All right. For now. I'm gonna send you guys on your way over to Tiny Read.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Because I'm only just back, I have no idea who's around, so I'm sorry I won't be raiding anyone. Have fun.
See you later, recording.